Hi, I'm Jen, and welcome to the very first episode of College Life. I'm here with my co-host, Meg.
Today's episode is called College Scaries, where we get your input on everything college. Today, we're going to go out on the quad and ask our fellow classmates their best and worst college roommate stories.
In this episode, we uncover the craziest and most fascinating stories you will not believe.
You can't swear, right?
Nope.
Alright, because I have a bad habit. Of swearing.
I could edit it out.
Yeah.
Angela, do you want to be in my podcast?
Of course.
All right. What is the scariest roommate story you've heard of or have experienced?
I would say the worst thing, I guess, that a roommate story could be would be them not cleaning the dishes, stuff like that.
Do you experience that in your room?
I sure do, every single day.
Do you clean the dishes?
I sure do.
You do?
Do
Do you have any funny, scary stories about your
scary,
interesting roommate stories? Pet peeve stories?
It's all about Aaron Kelly's room, and then we had the holy water with the demon.
Oh my god. So, when I lived in Newman last year, I lived on the 6th floor, and the girls down the hall from me, they were direct roommates, and they both woke up in the middle of the night and saw a demon in their room. And both saw the same demon, both described it the same way.
No way.
And obviously my mom, packed me into college, brought me some holy water. So I had to go to their room and spray holy water everywhere. And then I did to our whole hallway and to our whole room. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was fun.
That's crazy.
So do you have any crazy roommate stories?
Freshman year, I had to kick my roommate out of our room because she came back drunk almost every night for 3 months and then threw a high heel at one of my roommates' heads. So that was fun.
Wait, so how'd you kick her out?
We went through student life, did all of the mediation and everything like that, and they moved her out within the week. It was so nice. I was on the west side.
Oh, I think
West
all of
side.
Newman is haunted.
Wait, why did you think it was haunted?
The doors would just randomly shut, or they would just prop open.
That happens.
That happens to our room, me and Meg's room.
all the time.
Oh my god. All right, you've heard it here first. Newman is haunted. What's the most bizarre thing that's ever happened to your room or with your roommate?
One weekend I was home. I came home back to school at 8 a.m. I didn't have a key, so my roommate had to let me in. I go to her, worst weekend ever, and she's like, you have no idea. Goes back to bed. I look around the room, it's covered in white dust.
Wait, white dust?
Yeah, white dust.
What was white dust?
My question exactly. So I go back to bed thinking nothing of it. A couple hours later, I wake up again and find out that these boys that don't go here pulled a fire extinguisher in our room.
Wait, can you explain what the room looked like? What happened? Do you know, why they took it off? What happened?
No reason. There was no fire.
Okay, so we're doing a podcast.
College scaries.
And it's just basically if you have any crazy roommate stories or bad roommate stories.
Have you heard of any bad roommate stories? Anything weird happened in rooms?
Wow. This is kind of funny. So last year, my roommate claimed she saw mice in her room. Just one mouse. And she was the only one that saw it. And we were all like, are you sure? We never saw it or anything. So we decided to do an experiment. So we put a pretzel in between our bed, and I was trying to wait up for it to capture it. But I ended up falling asleep, and then when I woke up, the pretzel was gone.
Shut up.
True story. So then we were like, oh, all right, we'll try it again. So the next night, we would put a cracker in the middle of the bed, and we were like, no, this is the night, we're gonna stay up, we're gonna wait for the mouse. We fell asleep again. We woke up in the morning, the cracker was gone.
Shut up.
We did it one more time, and it was gone the next night too.
So did you ever catch the mouse?
No, we never caught it, but we fed it for 3 nights.
That's
3 nights.
disgusting.
Yeah.
So you never got maintenance or anything?
Nope, no maintenance, but I ordered mouse traps, and I put them all around our apartment. And then I ordered poison for it, and I sprinkled that everywhere too.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so my freshman year, I had a roommate that used to borrow my clothes, which I was fine with, but one time she borrowed a pair of my leggings and wore them without underwear, and she tried to give them back to me, and I just didn't want to wear them. It was so disgusting.
Wait, how do you know she didn't have underwear on? Like, did she tell you?
She told me. She said that she didn't. I was like, first of all, why would you do that? And why would you tell me that? It was so
Did
gross.
she think it was fine?
Yeah.
Like, it was like,
No,
oh, I
she-
wasn't wearing underwear?
Yeah, she literally,
Oh
she was
my
like, just so you
God.
know, like, I do wear underwear with those. I'm like,
Do you still talk to her?
I had this roommate sophomore year who, anytime I would go grocery shopping, she would eat all of my food when I wasn't around, and I'd come back and open the fridge and all of my food would be gone, and then I would ask her about it and she would be like, literally, yeah, I ate it, sorry.
Do you have any funny or scary roommate college stories or anything?
Okay, so a few weeks ago, it was a Saturday morning. I roll out of bed, I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm in my pajamas, I'm in my underwear and a tank top, not wearing a bra. I walk out of my room, my head down, I can't see anything because I'm not wearing my contacts.
Right.
I bump in to my roommate's boyfriend.
Oh my God.
And not only is my roommate's creepy boyfriend, my roommate standing in the middle of the living room on a Saturday morning. Both of their sets of parents are there, and I'm just standing in the middle of them in my underwear, and I can't see them because I'm not wearing my glasses.
Shut up. Wait, so what did you do?
So I said good morning, and I ran around and went back into my room and slammed the door.
Did anyone say anything to you?
No, we never talked about it again.
Do you have any funny, scary stories about your college experience so far?
Well, okay, so a few days ago, I was laying on my couch in my common room. It was quiet. Everyone was at class. I thought everyone was in class. Then, so I'm like half asleep, kind of not in my deep sleep yet. Just
In
like
where?
on the couch in my common room.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, I hear a zipper. And I left my wallet out, so this is funny. So I left my wallet out on the table. Like,
Where's the table, like, in
so
comparison?
the table is like right next to the couch. It's kind of probably like, I'd say like 3 feet away. And I'm not in deep sleep yet, and so I peel my eyes open, peel them open, and all of a sudden I see she doesn't know I'm awake. I see.
Does she know you're there?
Yeah, she does, but she thinks I'm in like a deep sleep, so I'm a heavy sleeper. And all of a sudden, I see her steal some money out of my wallet, and I'm like,
Okay, so we're doing a podcast. Do you have any like scary or like bad roommate stories?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh God.
I think I remember this one time hearing about a girl who was really drunk one night and threw up in a plastic bag and then put it in the freezer, and the next day dumped it all over her roommate's clothes.
Okay, so have you or like anyone you've heard of had like any crazy, funny, hysterical, or scary roommate stories or anything?
Yeah, there's been a few, honestly. A bunch of us were all hanging out last week in the rooms. It was like a weekday night. Not much was going on. And we were talking about that like old challenge thing where you make yourself pass out by like holding your breath or whatever. And like we wanted to see if it worked because like some people said it didn't, and like we kind of and we kind of wanted to see what would go down
Wait, so where were you guys?
in our room. Our common room. There were probably 10 of us or whatever just hanging out. And so we get one of our friends who lives in the room next door, and we say, hey, come over, because this kid is down for anything. And he was down to knock himself out. He's like, I used to do this all the time as a kid. And we're like, perfect,
Yeah,
like show us how it's done. So basically like half of us don't even think it's gonna work, but this kid stands in the center of us. We put like a soft beanbag chair behind him to brace his fall if there was one. And he stands up and basically just like holds his breath while like flexing every muscle in his body.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
just like, I don't even, yeah.
That was the challenge.
So that probably goes on for like 15 seconds, and we like don't think anything's gonna happen. And then like out of nowhere, it looks like he just gets like rocked in the face, and he just like sits back down, and his head starts like swaying. We're like, oh my, like we thought he was messing with us, like joking around. Then he started like jerking a little bit, and he like came to, and he's,
so it actually worked.
it did work.
Did he do it again? Or was that the last?
We didn't need. We saw it once.
Yeah.
Funny or crazy roommate stories?
Yes, in fact, I have a pretty scary ghost story.
Do tell.
Me and my roommate, who's also named Matt. My name is Matt, by the way.
Who's taller?
I am. That would be me.
I'm trying to make it detailed.
That would be me.
How do you guys know each other?
Since first grade, baby.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ghost story.
All right, ghost story. Yeah, so we were up all night studying. This was first semester. This was last semester. We were up all night studying. It was about 6 a.m. We were going to bed, and we heard something funny out in our hallway. And I said, "Hey, Matt, you hear that?" And he was like, "Yeah. What the hell was that?" To this day, we don't know. It sounded like some voices.
Did you check and no one was there type thing?
We checked, no one was there. We looked out in the hallway, no one was there. 6 a.m. on like a Monday. Like, who's gonna be outside?
And you both heard it.
And we both heard it. Both heard the same thing. It was wild.
So Lena talks in her sleep. My roommate Lena talks in her sleep, and I'll get that feeling that I'm like awake in my sleep. And then this is actually a good story. Cause one night she was like doing she was talking in her sleep and everything. I'm asleep, and then like 3 a.m. she screams like bloody murder, like ah, and I'm like what? And she's like, I just saw the Hulk come out of the closet, or like I just saw like a demon come out of the closet, and then I turn on the light and I'm like, stop, like are you sleep talking or like are you awake? Cause like she'll do that, like she'll legit say real sentences, and I'm like, are you awake? Because I didn't want her to like freak me out more. So I was like, are you awake? Like, tell me what you actually saw. And she was like, I saw like a green like gremlin moving from the closet. And I was just like, and then I didn't sleep like the rest of the night. And she was like asleep, like snoring. But yeah.
Newman is haunted.
So haunted. Every floor.
I think it is, because I feel like the fact that she like woke up and everything, like I don't think that she would normally have that dream. I think like there's like demons in her head. I swear to God.
Great.